What's the biggest fear in real estate? Losing your money, right? Nobody wants to lose money when they do deals in real estate. Well, how many of y'all know this? You can lower the risk of losing your money if you understand how to make money when you buy the property rather than when you sell it. Let me let you sit with that for a second. Make money when you buy the property rather than when you sell it. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's think about it, y'all. Oftentimes when people think about real estate and when they do real estate transactions, they oftentimes think about the money that they're going to make on the back end of the deal. For instance, if they're doing a fix and flip, they're thinking about how much money that they'll get in a lump sum once they actually sell the property and after they fix it up, right? But a lot of times people never get to that end goal because they never properly calculated the cost at the beginning of the deal. So when I talk about making money on the buy rather than the sale, you have to always make sure that you prepare yourself at the beginning when you buy the property so that you know how you're going to get your money on the back end. What do you mean by that, BJ? Explain it to me a little bit more. I'll be happy to do so. So again, a lot of people think about on that fix and flip deal, let's go back to that example. On the fix and flip deal, they're thinking about, man, if I sell this property, I can go ahead, supposedly make maybe $50,000 on the back end. But they don't take into account the type of area that they're in. They don't take into account what kind of buyer is buying in that area. So therefore, they may have purchased the property for more than what they needed to, ultimately cutting off their profit on the back end. So let me give you a quick example of that. Let's just say you're living in an area where the house values are $150,000. But then you go and buy a house. Let's just say you go and buy the house for $130,000, thinking that if you put some more money into it, somebody, let's just say you want to put $10,000 to $20,000 into it, and you think that the values are going to shoot up and go up to $200,000, and then you can make you $50,000, right? Well, in most cases, if the value in the area is that 150, you adding extra value more than likely is not going to add value to that property in the long run. So what you probably should have done to ensure that you can make that $50,000 and more, you probably should have negotiated for a lower price, maybe around the $90,000 range, so that in the event that you can't sell it for $200,000, you can sell it for $150 and still make your profit. But a lot of people don't think about that a lot of times. They just think that if they add value to it, the value is going to go up. That's not always the case. That's why you need to understand you make your money when you buy the property, i.e. if you buy it at a cost around the range of what the houses are selling for now, and the expected profit that you can get on it if you buy it with that in mind up front, rather than hoping that the values will go up, then you will lower the risk of you losing money in a real estate transaction deal. Because most times what will happen, let's go back to the original example of the $120,000 purchase. If you buy it for $120,000 and then you put in $10,000 to $20,000, let's just say you're $140,000 into the deal, not including taxes, not including closing costs and things like that, you can end up selling the property for maybe $150,000, $160,000, ultimately not getting much profit in the end because you have all those expenses tied to it. So when you thought you were going to make $50,000, you really only made $5,000 or so. And because you only made $5,000 or so on that deal, then you're ultimately losing out on money because you didn't buy properly in the beginning. I hope that makes sense. So what I would like to do is have y'all get down in the comment section and let's talk about it a little bit more so that we can understand why it's important to make money when we buy the property rather than when we sell the property. Because if we prepare properly ahead of time on the back end, our profit will be surefire. Y'all get what I'm saying? So let's get down in the comment section. I appreciate y'all for checking out this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. Peace.